Lovely Virgo, welcome back to the weekly readings. I'm so happy you're here. I hope you enjoyed today's reading. During the pre-shuffle, there was three cards that kept jumping out at me. They were Judgment on the bottom of the deck here, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. What's going on? There's something major going on. If those cards pop out, we'll really know there's something up. Let's get to it here. Spirit, what does Virgo need to know this week? What does Virgo need to know? Any messages for Virgo, please? Any messages for Virgo? What can you offer up for Virgo? All right. Okay, we've got the Hierophant and the Ten of Wands. I feel like something needs to be said. There's something that needs to be said that's not going to be held back. But there's something about this key being backwards that's important. Something's backwards. And this Ten of Wands is a muckety mess. Like, that's the only thing I get from it. This card has such a heavy energy to it. There's a light in there somewhere, is what I'm seeing. But something's a bit of a muckety mess. And the key's pointing towards that. So that's the key to this reading, is this muckety mess here. Spirit, tell us a little bit more about what this mess is. It's twisted, convoluted. There's some, negative energy associated with it, or darker energy at least. And it feels like you're having a hard time seeing through it to the other side, okay? I think you can see glimmers of it, but not a lot. And just with that darkness raining down on the Hierophant, right? It's almost like a warning, honestly, is what it feels like to me. So, Spirit, tell us a little more about this. Could we expand on this to clarify for our Virgo readers today? Virgo readers, oh my goodness. Virgo viewers. Oh, I've been doing that all week. That's okay. I've learned to roll with it. There's a few things that I've learned this year, and that's one of those things. If I mix my words up, if I'm a little bit slower, if I don't make sense sometimes, if I spell something wrong, let it go. Just let it go. The High Priestess. It's interesting because that kind of flipped out reverse. I don't know how to take it. Let me just set her down here for a minute. Yeah, it's supposed to be upright. It's to be read upright. The High Priestess, there's something about this situation. It's calling on you to use your intuition. There's something, you're kind of seeing right through a situation, which is interesting because I just finished saying that you're having trouble seeing through to the other side about something. But I think your intuitive side, your intuitive self knows exactly what the hell is going on here. Sorry if that's a little bit of a swear to folks, but that's what I heard. Okay, this is a warning call of some sort. There's something going on here. The Mother of Wands, this is being guarding secrets, right, is what I get from this card. There's something that's being guarded. I just heard the holding it close to your chest, okay? So I don't know if what you're getting, the intuitive hits that you're getting off of this situation is something that you're keeping to yourself. Like, you know darn well what's going on, but you're not going to tell anybody about it yet, okay? You're just going to sit there and watch for a bit. The Strength card coming out. I love the Strength card. Pretty much in all of the decks. It's a gorgeous card. With next to the Eight of Cups, again, it has a very similar energy to this Ten of Wands here, but it's in reverse. I think you're seeing the positives coming from this situation. I just heard turn that frown upside down. Okay, I don't know if that means, I don't know if that means something to somebody, but that's what I just heard. It's kind of like Just muckety mess is what I'm hearing again. Like I'm seeing all of these cups that were broken on the background of this negative energy, this muckety mess. But it's just like, you know, turn it upside down and you'll see something different, right? You'll see the darkness lift, okay? And certainly next to the star, this is your, geez, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your 5. This is your 5th major arcana card. You know, if you look at this situation from another perspective, turn that front upside down sort of thing, then you'll see that this was for the best, or this is happening for the best. And I'm getting that you certainly should keep it to yourself, okay? You might be tempted. You might be tempted to lash out at somebody actually and call somebody out on this. I just had another swear word on this stuff. This is somebody who likes to swear, whoever's watching this and resonating with it. And I love to swear, so it's really hard to not swear on camera. But I feel like you feel a little hot and bothered by this, and there's certainly a part of you that wants to lash out. But I think you realize that it's in your best interest to sit on this and just keep it to yourself and to let cooler heads prevail, I'm hearing. Okay, good gravy. What is the situation here? Yeah, and I'm hearing too, there's strength in that. There's strength in doing that, okay? And, you know, again, this is all going to turn out okay, and your intuition is telling you that. It's all for the best, but, Spirit, what can you tell us? What is this muckety mess situation that's turned our Virgo right upside down? What is this? What is this warning from the Hierophant? What is this situation about? More clarity, please. So far, we've got some Leo energy here. I feel Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, Capricorn. Okay, we've got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the Daughter of Cups, ooh, the Son of Cups, and the Father of Cups. Yow! Ooh, what is going on? Oh, and the 2 of Swords upright. Okay. This is a situation that has to do with the home. For whoever is watching this, whichever Virgo is watching this, this has to do with home and stability, foundations, and that sort of thing, okay? I feel like this is a situation where there's masculine energy here, okay? This dad, this masculine energy, sorry, I shouldn't say dad, it could be a mom too. Moms can be masculine, believe it or not. Is looking here, this masculine energy has a decision to make with respect to a family, a foundation, that sort of thing. And I feel that these are children here, you know, a son and a daughter. They're younger. The son is going to be older than the daughter. The daughter's a little bit younger, maybe by a couple years. The daughter is somebody who's very balanced, who is, you know, a peaceful little person, sweet, cute, I'm hearing as well. You know, just a little cutie pie is what I'm hearing. The son is somebody who's a little more serious, okay? There's someone that is very much like their father when they were younger, I'm hearing, okay? And their cup, their emotions are, there's a darkness in this little soul's heart here, not in a negative way, but I feel like they explore their shadow self more than this little person here. There's an innocence here where this person goes deep, is what I'm trying to say. This older child kind of feels teenager-ish, like young teens. This person goes deep, this child, this boy. But they also have the capability of expressing themselves or sitting those emotions that this other little one does. Yeah, but there's certainly, I just heard like muddies the waters. Sometimes, you know, it could be anxiety or fears that they have that sometimes muddy the waters of this innocence or this vitality I'm hearing, okay? I feel there's a lot on the plate for this masculine energy. There's just a lot on the line. There's a lot at stake with this. So I don't know if this is some sort of separation that's going on. You know, and this masculine energy is looking at it and seeing the situation for what it is and having to really call upon their strength. You know, I'm seeing some fire here in these three cards, to make this decision to walk away, for the best, you know, because this decision will be for the best, sort of thing, is the energies that I'm picking up right now. I just heard damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I don't know if you're in this situation. I feel like this is you, where this is an incredibly difficult decision to make. And if this is a relationship, if this Ten of Wands is representing a relationship, it's not healthy, is the energy that I'm picking up from that. Okay. Yeah. So we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Oh, man. I don't know if you've been in a period of rest where you've had to take some time out to think about this, or if you've been losing sleep over this situation. I kind of feel like it's the latter, where you've not been able to think clearly, where you haven't been able to get a kind of quiet, clear moment to really think this through and to really make this decision here that's life-changing. I just keep hearing there's a lot on the line. This isn't an easy decision to make. There's implications here, big implications, financial in particular, but I feel more so you're concerned about the family foundation and how the children are, and they're looking to you. It's almost, I think you're probably, you know, the person in the family, the strength, the backbone of the family, and these little ones are looking to you for support, to tell them everything's going to be okay. You're the decision maker in the family. It's just what I'm hearing. You're kind of that strength, right? I feel like you might have a bit of a temper. I'm sorry to have to say that, but that's just what I get when I see these red beaks, you know, in this Father of Cups card, right? Yeah. It's funny because I'm not getting a lot of earth energy in here. There's, you know, cups. And like I said, major arcana. So that, yeah, this is a big deal. This is probably a marriage or a very, a long-term commitment, like long-term. Communication. We've got the Eight of Wands. And we've got the Seven of Swords. I feel the sense that I'm getting through this, I feel like if you're going to be communicating with your partner about this, so if you're thinking of leaving a partner, you're going to have to be real careful about it. You're going to have to be real careful about what you say and when you say it and how you say it. There's something, again, that you're keeping hidden, like you're guarding something here. You know, and here it's a sword, so it's almost like, you know, you're watching your words, or you're just not ready to communicate this with this person just yet. I think because you realize the gravity of the situation, okay? Like you realize that once you do start talking, you can't take it back. This can't be taken back, I'm hearing, okay? This communication is going to be like a lightning bolt to the other person, or it's going... No, I'm going to say that. That's my first impression. You see that kind of lightning coming down, right? There's a lot of energy in this card, a lot of energy. I feel like when you speak, you're probably the type of person that gets to the heart of the matter and just gets right to it. I don't think you mince words, and this person's going to feel it. Like this is going to come as a shock. Even if this person knew the relationship was going downhill and stuff, I still think they're going to be gobsmacked. They're not going to believe it. And maybe it's been a situation where you guys have talked about this before, and, you know, you've kind of always been the voice of reason, and you're like, okay, like, we'll try again, you know, but this time is different, and I think this person will be caught off guard by that, for sure. I'm not picking up on the energy of the other person, which is really interesting. Because I don't feel like the Mother of Wands is this other person. You know, I guess you could look at it as the Mother of Wands if you are involved with somebody who is a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be somebody who holds their family very dear, who wants to hang on to that family unit, to all that they've accumulated. So whether that's, you know, emotionally, wealth-wise, that sort of thing. And it's kind of like this energy of over my dead body sort of thing is what I'm hearing. Okay, over my dead body, and they're hanging on to this connection. And that's what this, has to do about this communication, this key to whatever is not, going really well. So there's another side of that if that resonates for you. So we've got the Hangman coming out, Judgment in reverse, and Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Okay. The Fool, new beginnings. Let's start with these other guys first, though. So the Hanged Man, it's interesting that it falls underneath the Four of Swords. Another major arcana, and beside the Judgment too. Wowzers, you guys, this is a big deal. This is it. This is happening. I really feel like this is just saying that you've taken the time to think this through. You've thought about this a lot. I think you've spent many a night awake thinking about this, for sure. And it's come to the point now where a decision has to be made. I don't think you're wanting to make it, though. I think you're still kind of hung up in this energy where, again, I think you just really appreciate the gravity of the situation, that there's no going back after this, okay? There's no going back. And it's, in the respect of this love situation, I just heard the love is gone, and then I heard the thrill is gone. That song by B.B. King. So I don't know if that song holds any meaning to you. You might want to listen to it. But yeah, this definitely in regards to a love situation. I don't even know if you two. Oh, I see. It's saying that if you were to communicate this, if you go ahead and proceed with this, the likelihood of you two being friendly with each other is probably slim to none, at least in the interim, right? Yeah, you're not making the call, though. You're really holding back on this communication. I think you're terrified, if I'm going to be honest, and especially if everyone kind of looks to you, and this is going to be your call. This is a decision that you're making to walk away, that sort of thing. I think you realize, again, the gravity of this, and it's on you sort of thing. And so I don't blame you. I don't blame you for taking your time on this. I don't think this should ever be anything that's rushed. If there's abuse involved and stuff like that, then absolutely time to trot. I just heard time to trot. But even that does take some planning too, to get everybody out safely, right? So we've got the Fool at the bottom. I see this as something that's to come. Yeah, transformation, the Two of Pentacles. This could be a new beginning for you. This could be a new beginning for you and your family, I'm hearing, okay? But it's scary. It's always scary to take that leap. I think Spirit just wants to acknowledge that and empathize with you and tell you, like, because I get a lot of terror in this as well. Like, I see that little bat's eyes, and it's just like, oh my God. And like, red eye, like, again, this feeling like this keeps you up at night and you worry about this. You think about it a lot, okay? But the Fool card is telling us that, this is a new beginning, super scary to do, but it's part of life. It's part of taking flight. It's part of how you learn. It's part of how you learn, I'm hearing, okay? So the Magician coming out in reverse, the World, and the Four of Pentacles, okay? Magician, the Magician carrying Virgo, Gemini energy, the World being about completions, and that Four of Pentacles, everything's connected. The ties that bind is another common phrase that I hear when this card comes out. I just feel like there's this little you that wants to take this risk, that knows that you have to take it. There's one foot coming off that branch, okay? One foot coming off that branch, but you're looking at this. Can I actually manifest this? This ending. Is it something that is going to be worthwhile? Can I cut the ties that bind? There's all these questions in your mind, and you're looking at it and you're kind of freaking yourself out, quite honestly. I just don't know that you feel you've got the strength to do this even right now. Do you have the strength to muster this up? Because I think you realize there's something about this. Again, this mother energy is somewhat absent, or feminine energy, sorry, is somewhat absent and clings on so tightly to things that I think you feel like you're going to have to take the lead on this, with the kids and stuff, at least initially, okay? At least initially. And so can I really pull this off? And is this really the new beginning? Because after the World comes the Fool, right? But it's in reverse. So I think there's doubt around that. It's just like, really? Like, Is this the end? I think there's probably times that you ask yourself, is this it? Should we break this bond? Should we break the ties that bond? Am I really doing the right thing? You know, when this kind of runs through your head. But again, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ace of Cups coming out. So by doing this, that it's saying, you know, if you put those fears and worries aside, the Fool, you're jumping into something that's a new opportunity. Not that I think that you should go jump into another relationship straight away. But Ace of Cups can even represent self-love. It can represent a love in your family unit, like a different kind of family unit. Just something new. It's a new beginning in the emotional realm. Indeed. And again, I'm being drawn up to the High Priestess, to the Ten of Wands, and it's this sense that you know exactly what you need to do, okay? You need to follow your intuition. And I don't know if you've got an affinity for birds. But again, this is just, it's striking to me. Again, the Hierophant representing institutions or higher forms of commitment, marriages, that sort of thing, right? With this key pointing right to the Ten of Wands and this electricity that we also see coming in with the communication. This is a big deal. Again, folks, look at here. We've got 3 more major arcana cards coming out. So again, this points to something that's happening and it's big, okay? You know, minor arcana, things can flux and change. Major arcana, you're kind of looking at something that kind of a sure bet, you know, it's definitely happening in the here and now, at least. Who knows about the future, but I'm just hearing most of this fear is up in your head, okay? Sleeping with one eye open, I'm hearing. That sounded ominous, okay. I don't know, too, if some of you feel a bit like you're being a bit deceptive because you are thinking these things and you are eyeing up the situation and you're guarding yourself from this person. I don't know if you're avoiding this person a little bit more because, you know, you are thinking about this. Yeah, you just seem a little more guarded. Seriously, Ace of Cups, okay? Like, hello, you cannot make this stuff up. Okay. Spirit, what else? What other messages do you have for our beautiful Virgos tonight? Or in the morning, whenever you're watching this. I'm recording this at night. What other messages? Oh, Lord be. Okay. So we've got the Ten of Cups coming out next, the Father of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Moon. What did I say? That Moon card was coming out in the pre-shuffle, right? Am I going to take these? Yeah, I am. Yes, I am. You'll see why in a minute. Let's just start here, though. Okay. You notice how this is shifting from Pentacles, right? And now we're moving more into the Cups. So this Ace of Cups being the new beginning that I talked about before. Ten of Cups is, you know, emotional fulfillment. And it's interesting that it's happening between the daughter and the Son of Cups, okay? So I think that, and again, Father of Swords, same sort of energy I get off of this Father of Cups, okay? But what's interesting is the energy in this is even more powerful. I don't know if you've been seeing a lot of owls lately or if you identify with owl energy, but I feel like this is you. Again, you're carrying this energy. If you do make this leap, it just seems to me through these cards that you're heading into a situation that's new, that's emotionally fulfilling. Not to say that it'll be easy, but certainly you'll obtain emotional fulfillment through this. You'll become a more balanced person. You'll come into even a more intuitive energy. And I still get that you're very cutting with your words, but not in the hot-tempered kind of way, but just very, you know what to say, how to say, and when to say it sort of thing. And you get to the point. I just don't get the feeling that you're the type of person, again, that minces words, okay? But by breaking away from this and making this jump, this leap, you're going to come into your power even more. You'll become more intuitive. And these are good omens, okay? These are all bright, bright cards. Then we've got the Eight of Pentacles coming out. And we've got the Nine of Wands, the Daughter of Swords, and the Hermit. So yeah, see that card coming out again. That's your energy, Virgo. That's your energy. So I think, when I see these cards here, again, this speaks to me all about intuition. There's this insight that you have. And while you hide away in your shell, and take that time out for yourself, and it's okay to do that. It's okay to slow down that energy. Okay, I feel like intuitively you know exactly what needs to be done. Okay, you do. When I see the Daughter of Swords here, looking at the Hermit, I think there's just this reassurance I get that it's going to be okay. It's interesting that the Father and the Daughter of Swords come out on this. I don't feel this is related to children. I feel like potentially this could be another person too in your friendship circle or someone that you're connected to. It's just this very gentle energy, like everything's going to be okay. And if this is a person, there's someone who's also gone through a very dark time and probably through something similar, and they've come out on top, okay? They are a communicator. They definitely, if they're not an air sign, they've got air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're not as cutting as you, though. I'll say that. Like, when they speak, they've got something to say, but potentially not as colorful. Their talent lies in another realm, okay? And their talent is bringing light to the world. It's making people feel good. It's the kind of energy where when this person sits down with you, you can be in the darkest of moods, in the darkest place, and they can light up the sky for you. They don't take away their darkness. They can't. Nobody can. Only you can traverse that. But what they do is their presence, their energy adds just a little bit of spark into your life again, okay? I don't feel this is a love connection. I do really feel like this is a foe, if you will. Sorry, not a foe, a friend. A friendly energy. This person would be on the more petite side, very sweet, very intuitive and perceptive as well. Again, we've got the owl energy coming in through here. A really good listener I'm hearing as well. A really good listener. Okay. I think this is spirit. There's the realist part of you, right, Virgo? That's just like you're making this sound all fluffy and nice and stuff like that. But no, again, I think I mentioned it before too, that the spirit's certainly telling you that this is not going to be easy. This is going to take a lot of hard work. This is going to take a lot of hard work, but this is nothing that you can't do. And once you get to the top, things will lighten. So for every step you take, your load will lighten, and this will become a little bit easier. Okay. We're running a little bit long. I don't want to keep you too long here. So let's see. I've been working a lot with the wisdom of the oracle this week, so let's just keep going there. See if there's any final messages that Spirit wants to bring through to you or for you. So this message, it sounds like providing clarity around what's going on so that you know if it resonates with you or not, and then just providing words of encouragement, and certainly acknowledging how the gravity of this situation. Will you do this? That's to be seen. I think you got 1 foot, like I said, 1 foot off the branch, but it remains to be seen at this time. Yeah. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages for this person? I'm also getting this person can be unpredictable. Okay. Might have a bit of a hot temper themselves too. Or just really reactive. Guys, you can't make this up. Time to go. Yeah. Round and round on the bottom of the deck, right? This just keeps going around and around and around. If you identify with that, this is your message. Okay, it's time to go. This is just going to keep going around and around and around. You're all up in your head too, is what this is saying. I'm also seeing that, like, at some point, this has to stop. I'm hearing at some point this has to stop, but I'm hearing, but it's just a matter of when, right? Right. Okay. Any other messages, Spirit, for our beautiful Virgos tonight? Any other messages you'd like to pass on to our lovely Virgos? Any other messages that you'd like to pass on to Virgo tonight? Deep knowing. It's in the reverse. You're not trusting yourself. I think you know darn well what you need to do. But I think, you know, again here, there's this hesitancy and you're not trusting yourself. So Spirit's calling on you to trust yourself. I just heard you're trustworthy. You're Virgo. You're the Hermit. You're the Father of Cups. You're the person everyone looks towards. Oh Lord, we didn't even talk about like the moon and the Three of Cups. Isn't that interesting that I overlooked that? Yeah. You worried about gossip? About secrets coming out? This is what I feel, this energy. You're looking towards these cards. I feel like that's what you're worried about. You're worried about people gossiping about you. About your emotional affairs. You want it secret. You don't want people talking about that. Yeah, you're worried about that stuff coming out. You're worried about the light being shone on stuff that you don't want out there. Okay. Flexible. The situation's calling you to be flexible. Perhaps you have troubles being flexible. And this also kind of lends to this stuckness. Despite this deep knowing, you're not trusting it. You're fearful of it. Okay. This card also too, like the Four of Wands in reverse, I'm getting that feeling too that you're not trusting something, and that fear, lots of fear coming from that as well. Land of Milk and Honey. Okay, this can be yours. This can be yours. Your family will be okay. You'll be okay. It's time to go. Okay. Do not replace your own judgment with my own. If this is not resonating, obviously don't make it fit. You know, and you're the master of your own destiny. I bring these messages forward to you. Interesting that was on the bottom of the deck earlier when I think we pulled out the Time to Go card. You're the master of your own destiny, right? And no one can make decisions for you. But if this is resonating with you and deep down inside your heart, you know this things to be true, you've thought about these things before, then take that as Spirit, you know, coming through and saying, hey, like, illuminating it. We'll put it that way, okay? It's interesting. We've got like this great big leopard on top here. And then we've got this little owl. I kind of feel like you feel small up against this person, up against your partner. That's really the energy that I don't feel like saying much more about it. I feel like that's how you feel. Why? You know? Why is this happening? Why isn't it working out? I don't know if you're someone of faith, but if there's something about books, you'll find your answer in a book. In the right time, I'm hearing, this will all become clear in the end. I don't know if you're struggling with something that's led you, you know, to walk away from this and struggling to understand why you're feeling this way, or there's something about that only you will know. You're not going to tell me about this, I don't think. Yeah. In time, when you're supposed to know, it'll be revealed for sure. We have message in a bottle and building blocks. Yeah. So again, this is all about communication, right? Would not recommend doing this by telephone. I think, you know, again, I'm just getting this energy that as soon as you release this message, as soon as you put it out there, you know that you're going to have to rebuild. Like, this is going to cause you to have to rebuild everything that you've worked so hard for. This is going to blow your life apart in some ways. Rest assured, though, it's still showing this strong foundation. So you're not going to lose everything. But yeah, there are some things that are going to change, and you're going to have to work through it. But I'm just hearing that you've got the strength. You're the backbone. You deserve more. Happy, happy. You deserve to be happy. And you can find this happiness. You just got to unlock it, right? Who's got the key in this? I don't even see a key, which is interesting. Interesting, there's a little bird here. It looks like almost like a little hummingbird. So again, we've had a few birds show up in here. So again, I don't know if you love birds, you're close to birds, what have you. But again, you might even get a message that makes you feel happy, happy. We'll see. Time for a nap. I think after all of this, you're going to have a big fat nap. And I think this makes you feel tired sometimes when you think about it. But I think, again, when you're in this energy, if you take this leap and you get into this positive energy and life does start over, it shakes it up a bit and stuff. I just see this, it's almost like it's such a peaceful feeling in this card. Like I can finally rest. Like I can finally rest. You know, I'm feeling once this communication, once this is said and done sort of thing, that I can finally rest. It's just what I keep hearing, okay? Any other messages for Virgo here? Sorry guys, it's running a bit long, but I just really feel inclined to keep going. Yeah, until you can always come back and watch half and watch the extra half later, right? Well, one more. To be fair, yeah, do not get stuck in the trap. This was in reverse. Do not get stuck in the trap where you're trying to make everybody else happy, okay? Stop that. Is what I'm getting from this coming out. I think you're always wanting to be fair. You want everybody to be happy. You don't want anyone to get hurt. You don't want any feelings to get hurt and stuff like that. But it's time, I'm hearing, it's time to take the time for yourself. And I'm hearing even for your children too, okay? So stop doing that. Don't be the martyr. Start investing in yourself. You're worth it. Okay, Virgo? You're so, so worth it. You will survive this. You will get through this. It's scary. It's hard. Yeah, there's a you-know-what storm coming, right? I don't think this will be easy, but it'll all turn out for the best in the end, I think. Virgo, I am going to end it there. Yeah. Stop giving. Start receiving. I'm going to end it there, Virgo. I hope this resonated with somebody out there. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like, subscribe, share with people. The more we can share these videos, the more people it might resonate with, you know, someone who might want to hear this message, someone who might need to hear this message, you know. Thank you for helping me grow the channel. It's been an honor to read for you tonight, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.